Alright, Shalom. Kohala Yamla Yabashmil Shabash Makakodash. Double honors to my apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and salutation to all the brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity and risk your lives to do so. Shalom. This is your brother coming at you again in the spirit and power of Yabashmil Shah with a quick lesson through the spirit. Concerning the beast man. This is a quote from the movie Planet of the Apes. It says, "Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport or lust or greed." Now, Planet of the Apes was a big movie, and it actually symbolizes a lot of things. Most importantly, it symbolizes us and Esau, with us being the so-called monkeys, so to speak, man, and him being himself, and they fear that one day we're gonna take over, which is true. They know in the back of their minds and their spirits that one day we're gonna be the rulers of this earth. And the beast man refers to Esau, because there's no other nation like unto Esau. It says he's the devil's pawn. He kills for sport or lust or greed. Now, who was the first murderer? Cain was the first murderer, when he slew his brother Abel with the sword and then lied to the Lord about it. So this just lets you know the vibration that the Edomites come in. This is Genesis chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, of the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell." So they basically took things to the Lord. He took fruit. Cain showed that rebellious spirit that the Lord gave him. He brought fruit to offer unto the Lord, which was the Lord didn't respect that. But Abel brought some animal sacrifices, so to speak. And the Lord respected that, because that's exactly what they used to do back then. That right there shows you that they knew the law. But Cain, being rebellious, he didn't follow that. He offered fruit unto the Lord. Moving on, this is verse 5. It says, "But unto Cain, to his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell." So he got mad. And Yahweh said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And that's one thing about Cain. He didn't do right. He a spiritual can't get right, man. It says, and if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And that's why he is the man of sin. Because if you don't do right, there is sin right there. Because sin is transgression of what? Transgression of the law. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whoso committed sin transgresses also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So, like the scripture says, if you don't do right, sin lieth at the door. And that's why Esau is covered in sin. Now, that's why his sin has reached the heavens, because he don't do right. So therefore, sin is always at his door. It says, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over them. Excuse me. This is verse 8. It says, and Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. So he rose up and killed him, his younger brother. Verse 9, this is it says, and Yahweh said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? So the Lord already knew where Salakia. The Lord already knew where Abel was at, because once you die, you go to the spirit world. So the Lord already knew. And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? So see, there you go. He lied. And he know damn well he just killed Abel. And he raised up and killed him. And yes, you are your brother's keeper. This is why you can't trust the Edomite to this day. Because they'll come at you like they're your friends. But deep down, they really hate you, man. And they'll kill you if they had a chance. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. Because what? He was in the spirit world, crying, complaining to the Lord about what happened. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto her strength. And that's one of the curses, one of the things the Lord did to Cain. Because if you go up and read again, it said he was a tiller of the ground. So therefore the Lord cursed him and said, look, when y'all till the ground, it's not going to henceforth your strength. It's not going to yield, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. So that's part of the Lord, what the Lord did to Cain. It says, a fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. So a fugitive is someone that has not paid for their crimes. And a vagabond is somebody that doesn't have a settled home. They always traveling. They always moving, They don't have a settled home. You can look up those definitions. It says, shalt thou be in the earth. And this is who Esau is. It's in his spirit to be a fugitive and a vagabond. He think he gonna get away with every damn thing. But he got another thing coming. And Cain said unto Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. Because, the Lord, it says it right there, from his face shall be hid. So, therefore, Esau can never be a part of the truth. He can never be a part of the ministry. He can never be a part of this word. Because the Lord said it says in verse 14, behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face I shall be hid. So he'll never be a part of the ministry. He'll never be a part of the word, because the Lord is constantly will hide his face from Esau, man. The Lord will never be at, peace with Esau, so to speak, man. The Lord hates Esau, actually. It says, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Why? Because of the characteristics of the Edomites, the lifestyle of the Edomites. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you, Edomites. And Yahweh said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And Yahweh set a mark upon Cain, lest any man should find, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out from the presence of Yahweh and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. So going back to the quote, it says, beware of the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Along among God's permits, he kills for sport. And that's one thing about Esau. He kills animals for sport. He don't kill them to eat. He don't kill them to eat like you normally supposed to do. Certain animals you kill, you hungry, you go hunting, you kill, you eat, This devil does it just to do the shit. He gets what's the word I'm looking for? He gets off on killing he gets off on killing, period. He killed for a sport. Or lust. He actually loves murder, man. He loves blood. Or greed. Yeah. It says, yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Now, who is that talking about? That's very descriptive right there. And that's exactly what he did. He murdered his brother in order to possess his land. Who was stolen? Who took who took America from the Native Americans, Indians and the so-called Mexicans, man? Esau. And how did he get America? He showed in them, asked for it. He murdered for it, man. He murdered. Rape, rob, and murder. That's how he got America. When Cristobal Colon came over here, man. It says, let him not breed in great numbers. And that's why the scripture says, when the wicked increases actually, let's get it. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear through, the people mourn. And the people are not. The people are in a state of mourning right now. And it's another one in the book of Maccabees. When the wicked are increased, when the wicked are increased, when the wicked are multiplied, wickedness increases in the earth. This is First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 9. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule everyone in his place. Because after Alexander the Great died, it was 4 generals that actually took over. Ptolemy, Lacenaeus, But if it's Ptolemy, Lesmias, I forget the other two. Ptolemy, Lesmias. But it's escaping me right now. I can't remember the last two generals. Not Vespasian. I'm Slovakia. It was, but his had four. Alexander the Greek had four generals that took over after he died. Um, Going on, reading verse 9, it says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. So, as you can see, when they took over, evil was increased, man. So, as you can see, man, once those four wicked generals took over, and Alexander the Greek died, wickedness was multiplied in the earth. Shalakia, I had to I had to figure out what was those generals, man, because it was bothering me. It says Ptolemy. No, it was not. Those are not. I know Cassandra is one. Seleucus. It's Ptolemy, Lasmias, Cassandra, and Seleucus, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, those are the four generals. Yeah, see, okay. Yeah. It's Lasmias, Cassandra, Ptolemy, and Seleucus. Those were the four generals that took over after Alexander the Greek, passed though, died. So when those four generals took over, wickedness was multiplied in the earth. That's why it says this. It's like the quote says this: let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. And look what he's done. He's destroying the earth. Look at the earth. Look at the earth, man. It's destroyed. The oceans are all polluted. The air is polluted. He's destroying the earth, man. That's one big reason why the Lord has to take him out of the way. It says, drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death. And everywhere he goes is death, man. He spreads his poison all around the earth. So we have to beware of the beast, man. Beware of the beast, man. Beware of the beast, man. You got to know who the hell that's talking about, man. It ain't talking about no, little green men. It's not talking about Japhet. It's not talking about any other nation besides Esau, man. Because he's that beast. He's that beast, man. We encourage us like it. Let me go get some real quick. Let's see. This is John 8:44. It says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. Who was that? Cain, Esau, Cain was a murderer. Coming back in the same spirit as Esau. And abode not in the truth, because he's a liar, man. Look, he lied to the Lord, man. I am not my brother's keeper. Where he's at, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? That's a lie, man. It says, because there is no truth in him, and there's no truth in the devil. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So, like the scripture, like the quote says, beware of the beast man, which is talking about the Edomites. Soon the Lord will take these devils out of the way, very soon. So I'm gonna get one more precept and I'm gonna end it on this one. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 9, it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So there's not going to be any remaining of the house Esau. There's not going to be not even one Edomite, because the Lord is going to completely eradicate you. You're going to be extinct. There's not going to be any more Edomites. Why? Because he will make what the quote said. He will make a desert of your home and of his home and yours. So that's one reason why this Edomite can't be in our new earth and our kingdom and all that, man. He gonna be there for a servant, but at the period of time, he's gonna be taken out of the way. So with that, I'm close out, giving all praises, honor, and glory, saying, call Allah, Yahweh, Shabbat, Shalom, Kakodash, Shalom, to the apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace and love to all the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom.